matters
You
here.
know, yeah.
And the percentage is minimal. Then
I don't think it's minimal. We're looking at about 40–50%.
But you just said you don't have the statistics.
No, but generally, no, I'm talking across.
You don't have the statistics.
I'm talking, nationwide.
That is why Chamberlain has said. That's why Chamberlain said. You recall that INec has said, well, they're going to do another. They're going to do another one pretty soon.
Yes.
Because if you look at it, it's almost the same technology.
I mean,
a moment here. It's almost the same technology with the GSM. It's almost the same technology with the ATM card.
Yes.
We can't say because yours didn't go through today, 1% out of maybe 99%, then we should do away with the GSM card.
I agree.
We have also seen a situation whereby even on a live show like this, some hiccup, but the show goes on.
Yes.
On the presidential chat,
yes,
a couple of times they tried to use the phone lines.
Yes.
And it has never worked.
Yeah.
But the show still went on.
Yes.
So if we have just an isolated case, pockets of them somewhere, it doesn't mean that we can't use the card reader. Knowing full well that election history in the country has never been good.
Is anybody stopping the show? Suleiman, you said the show I think the show is going on.
Tell us then.
Nobody's stopping the show.
Because I thought your party is out to stop the show.
No, that is all propaganda of the opposition. Why should anybody stop any show? All we are saying is that give us a good show.
So does that mean that if INec insists that we will use the card readers, your party will not boycott the elections?
No. Why should I don't think anybody's talking about boycotting of elections here at all. I don't think that's an issue. But what people are saying, and I think they are saying that with every sense of responsibility, because these are leaders, these are governors who are, leaders of their various states and understand, the sensibilities and workings of their people. And I'm saying, don't put this process in jeopardy. Please let us clarify these situations. Let us get this thing to work as efficiently as it could possibly do. You understand that?
Let me bring Kenneth's question here very quickly.
Yes.
It's a treat here. He said, please, Honorable Commissioner, what is the immediate alternative to card reader in authenticating a valid voter biometrics?
Well, right now, like I said, we're so close to it.
That's why he's asking immediate alternative.
The immediate alternative is to go back to what we were doing and make sure that, look, I think we have even made a lot of, if you ask me, a lot of progress from that just someone come carrying a ballot box and running to complete anywhere and all that. No, we can still have a free, credible election with people manning the booths as it should be done and making sure, is it not one person that will come and vote? You still have, like you said, you still have the list and the total number of voters there. Where is anybody going to bring any more ballot papers and stuff them and say those are the people
there? That's why they call it abracadabra.
No. That can't happen. That cannot happen in Nigeria. You see, but what I think the bottom line is simple. Why running away from one evil of, what we're talking about, ballot snatching and stuffing and all that? We don't want to run into another one of where we're having a systems breakdown with the card reader.
But what the question will also be, I mean, if it affects the PDP, if it will affect the APC,
definitely
these issues will affect all parties.
Of course,
so it's not like it's going to be skewed towards one party.
No, it won't.
In cases where some states had as much as 90% pickup of voter cards, wouldn't you want voters to be, biometrically accredited?
That is the way to go. That is the future. I assure you, that is the best way to go. That is the future. But let it be done well. Because even this APC you talked about...
Are you talking about? Are you talking about 2015 future?
The future of the world, the future of Nigeria in electoral matters. Because you see, don't forget that the APC that seem to love the card reader now and all that, you see, everything is politicized in Nigeria. That's what upsets me. They have had...
Isn't that the fault of politicians?
They have had the chance. They have
you cannot claim that because you're a politician and everything is politicized.
Let me tell you, they have also had reasons to despise Jega in the past. They have said he didn't conduct free and credible elections. In 2011, he conducted those elections. We know what happened up north. We know all the violence that came out of those elections because as far as they were concerned, those elections were not free, they were not credible. There were still elements of the opposition who are playing central figure in today's opposition. So what I'm saying is that it depends on where the foot is or where the shoe is. That APC is complaining today or that PDP is complaining tomorrow is neither here nor there. It just depends on who is feeling whatever. it's funny now. I can imagine. Let me tell you something.
Why is the PDP feeling this?
No, the PDP is not feeling anything. Let me tell you something. If tomorrow, as I know it will happen, but let's all just keep quiet, when the PDP wins these elections, you will see, and maybe we'll need to come back here to talk about it. Some elements of the opposition will still start blaming this card reader. They might even tell you that we had gone and put in some virus there, or we have put in something there that made the thing to be counting double PDP people, even when APC
since your party is sure of winning, then let the card reader go.
The card reader is gone, as far as I'm concerned.
No, they should use the card reader.
That's what I'm saying. Is that not the situation
because
today?
The feeling I'm getting when I go online...
Has anybody called you and told you that they are not using the card reader?
The feeling we get is that it's a party thing, and we just have to look at the national interest here.
Let me tell you.
Because the vibe we're getting, almost everyone who comes on air to talk about, the non-usage of the card reader towards this particular election are members of the PDP.
No, well, maybe because they are the ones that are saying...
But as Malkwe asked, a very pertinent question there. Yes. When you go for the election, if the card reader malfunctions, it won't only malfunction when a PDP...
but you must understand why.
Person comes. It will malfunction irrespective of party affiliation. But you must understand why. There is this palpable fear, which you have even expressed, that is the elections going on. So for the psyche of the opposition, all they want now is that they want those elections to go on. And like you rightly said, they think, though we are the ruling party, we are in there now, and we, I think, if you ask me, have more of the national interest at heart to protect, because we are the ones conducting these elections. Is INec independent?
I mean, the name is independent, but there's still a ruling party. INec chairman was appointed by the president.
But it doesn't mean that because that is so, then the party will dictate how an independent body should go.
That's the point I want. That's where I was going to land. That the only person that can tell us whether we are going to use this card reader or not at the end of the day is INec.
Okay, before wrap up,
could you
tell us then, is it justified for those who think if INec at the end of the day comes up with their findings or the assessment of the mock accreditation, and then the court rules both of them in favor of the use of card readers, there are those who think, look, some chaps may just throw up something else to ensure that they just upset the apple cart and ensure some things don't go wrong. Do they have any justification if they have those kind of fears?
Well, I don't see why people should have those fears. And you see, though I can't sit down here and know how every politician in Nigeria would act or how every politician in Nigeria thinks, but you talked about the courts. This government has been known, if anything else, to be a great respecter of the rule of law. So by the time there's a court pronouncement, I can assure you that is, except there is a right of appeal, the government will go with it. And in fact, I think if Jega can come out with the credibility we say he has in Nigeria and tell Nigerians that this card reader will work, and I'm assuring you
other than what he has said.
Yes, and because we've just done the trials. We are talking about the results from the trials now, and tells also that to the international community. I don't think there will be an issue in that.
Okay, well, that meeting is scheduled to hold tomorrow with INec, where they will come up with their findings on the mock accreditation that took place in 12 states of the country. We'll wait and see how that plays out. Well, thank you for coming on this morning. Chike Ogear is the Commissioner for Information in Delta State. We'll be back after the break. We've got another matter here today. Join us again.